Welcome back everybody to another beautiful cloudy day in Coral Reeches. Sanctum Gamer here, and we are looking down at the city once again from between the clouds. This is my favorite view of the city, and of late I find myself just sitting and staring down at it, and it's beautiful like those when you can actually see places where the sun is illuminating the ground with covers of clouds. I think it looks so beautiful. And I spent so much time actually looking at the city like this. It's honestly ridiculous. But anyways, this gives a beautiful view of basically everything we've done with the town we're building. The live stream over here. This is Shepherd, Springs, Breakwater, small little industrial pockets which I am considering moving. The main industrial area, the main city, and of course the small town of Old Town Mills. Today what I want to do, given the last video when we set up all of the public transport routes in the main city, I want to introduce a little bus station over here and connect the industry up to towns like Breakwater and Springs, as well as maybe I thought about connecting it up to not Springs, man. all the way to Shepherd over here, but I don't think that is necessary because I've got a train connection that connects all of these up. So I think to start off, I will want to connect the industrial area to the town of Breakwater and Springs, and maybe to Aspen that sits all the way over here, just so that these small little towns have a way of accessing the industrial area and perhaps also the main city. Because when we built the main city, I've got quite a number of stops over on this side. So if we look at the public transport, we've got currently I think only 2 routes that come into this area. So we've got this stop and this stop that's in use, and we've got 2 more stops here that are not, and a 3rd one over there. We've also got the connections over here on the ship harbor that are not in use. I believe it's only 1 or 2 that are currently being used. It's only 1 in fact that is being used, so we can connect up over there and then have the industrial area also be a main point where the cities also connect. Because as I expand on this industrial area, I expect a lot of people to come from at least those towns and come and find jobs over on this side. All right, so I've decided that I'm going to put the bus station over on this side where I've got the last train stop. The idea here is this place is going to undergo quite a bit of development, so it's going to be a mini city in itself. So I figured if I can have the main bus station over here, then what this is going to do is that I'm going to connect up this bus station with the whole industrial area via either a small little bus route or via the existing trams and train station that is here. So you can commute from here or from Shepherd all the way to this place via the train, and then you can get onto the trams, which will allow you to then access all of this area, and then the bus station then connects up to all of those other towns. So I think that I think should work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by plonking down a couple of tram stops over here, and then extend this the tram line that starts over here all the way out to this side, and then connect up the bus stations. Yes, the bus stations with bus routes, and then we will jump onto the order of the day. right, so we've got a couple of things in. I've got to stop here. Okay, so we've got a couple of routes in. I think I've only put in 2 bus routes, and they go all the way from this area into these 2 towns. Now, these routes, the one connects up Aspen with Breakwater and then the industrial area, and then it connects up Aspen with Victoria and then Springs over here. So Aspen is going to work as some kind of an exchange point. So for example, if you're going from Springs and you want to go into Breakwater, you can get on the bus, get onto Aspen, get onto the other bus, and then that will bring you over to here, assuming the bus does not allow you to get off over here and just walk. So yeah, that's it, everybody. I'm gonna unpause the game now, and hopefully my bus station, or well, my bus depot here, should now flood my city with a bunch of buses. Great stuff, which should then go and cater for the needs of these 2 lines that we've just added. The only thing is, I think let's go ahead and change their colors just a little bit. I think if this can be, I don't know, what color haven't I used for buses? I'm not sure. But for now, I think I will just make it a red color, and the other one, which I obviously cannot see, let's go ahead and grab it from here, and we will make that one a yellow color. All right, so we've got Springs, Aspen, Springs Industrial, and then Aspen Industrial. And those are our 2 connections. And in time, I will have a look at them and see how they perform. I will see how many buses get spat out, and then hopefully, I don't know, we shall see. Oh, that's another thing. I've got a train station here now. And now that I've got a tram stop over here, I think it would be a good idea to set up my final train route, actually, just so that I know that I am done with it and I do not have to worry about that train route again. All right, we are done with that train route. It's orange. I did not realize it was going to be orange. But so now we've got this station now also connected. Obviously, there's no development here yet, but I think in time all of this will get some activity, and I'm excited now. So the final train route connects this station, and it also goes all the way out to this final station over here. And hopefully by the end of today's video, we will have developed this area out to be able to give places like this a bit of a name, so that I will know which routes, I don't know what the route name will be and stuff like that. But yes, everybody, we've got a few more connectivities going. I think we are ready to jump onto today's agenda. I want to do what I think is a completely unnecessary development, but I'm gonna do it anyway because it is fun. I enjoy building roads, so I want to connect up from here all the way across the side and down to this place, and leave a road in this area ready to feed the developments that we're going to do in and about this area, as well as a town that I plan to build over here. And then if all goes according to plan, I will want to figure out a way to create a new connection off of this highway onto this new road that we're going to connect here. Now, this is going to be an expressway, so one of these, and the idea is that it's going to serve as a way of bypassing all of this area should somebody coming from this area want to access the city proper. My assumption is going through all of this will be considered slower than just following the highway and then connecting up to this area, which will give them direct access to the public transport of the ships to get out into the rest of the world, the bus station, as well as the train station. I will hope that this will serve as a way of just bypassing a lot of the traffic that's coming in here. And also, I think it will look cool to have a semi-elevated road just running along the river all the way going along, and then maybe at some point I will convert that into some kind of an expanded expressway that will jump over the river maybe at the shortest point, we might do some terraforming, connect it up to this town, join up to an expressway that is already running here. So we'll figure out a way to make it work, and then let that also extend out into this city over here. And maybe, just maybe, we create another bridge over on this side and then connect up things over here and then out to the rest of the world. So that's my grand plan, the thoughts that I have for all of that. I haven't got Road Builder yet. I am going to get that mod very, very soon, probably even before the end of this video, if not very likely for the next video. But for now, I just want to use the road tools as they are for the last time before my world is revolutionized by Road Builder, because I can see everybody is excited about it. So all right, everybody, let's get this construction project going and let's see how far we can get. All right. So I have built out quite a bit of stuff. I am prepping myself for development around here, and I'm liking the look of places where keys are just mixed in with the natural environment, and that's why I'm trying to play around with stuff like that a little bit more, like I've done around here around this football stadium, which I think looks pretty good. I love it when the land is coming out and it's meeting the concrete of the keys, and putting things like boulders and stuff around here could help add a lot more detail and stuff to it. So something that I'll probably do a bit later on when I'm doing the detailing. But otherwise, I thought we'll take a pause quickly and have a look at what we've built so far. So I've connected up the road from here, and it's gone around. It's flying right next to this avenue with a nice retaining wall over on this side. It crosses, and then I wanted to do something pretty funky with stuff going over the river. Why? Just purely because I think it will look cool, and it's completely unnecessary, but it looks good. And then have a couple of places where I have some on and off ramps. Not every single place can you get on and off in every single direction, so I'm just trying to, I don't know, play around with things a little bit and see how it goes. So got a little off ramps over here, I've got a couple over here, I've got this one over here as well, and then the road is now going to continue all the way out into that space. I might just decide to play around with it a bit more here and let it sort of hug a bunch of islands, but I will see. Probably bring the land in a little bit, create some waterways and stuff like that. But otherwise, for now, I think this is good. This is looking unnecessarily good, which is really what I was looking for, and I am happy with it. Over on this side, what I want to do is I want to get a road that comes off and does some really unnecessary move and connects up to things over here. Now, I'm not 100% sure exactly how I'm going to do that, but I'm definitely going to be doing it just now. However, before we get started on that, those of you who are very keen-eyed would have noticed that I got myself the road builder mod between when I started and now that I have finished. So I want to try and use this mod and fix up some of these little, I don't know, on and off ramps, because one of the things that I have a problem with is that I don't have a nice dedicated lane that the traffic can easily flow off of, and I think this is a good chance for me to try out the mod and see if I can get that kind of stuff going. And the only thing I really need right now is one extra lane, so that I have 2 lanes in one direction and 3 in the other, so that I can use that as a way of ramping off of the highway. So I'm gonna pull out the road builder mod. This is my first time using it, and I am going to try and pull on everything that I've seen from other videos and see if I can make it work. So let's give this a pause. I'm gonna get rid of this because this is going to serve as my merge point. And the road builder mod says click on the road. So we click on the road, and now I want to add an extra lane in one direction. So I believe all I need to do is drag something in, and that should give me an extra lane. Look at that. How awesome is that? And I see I've got an unlocked road in my highways, and there is my new road over there. So if I go ahead and do modifications, I should be able to align this a lot better, which is cool. Now with this, I don't know why this is sinking into the ground, but okay, let's get rid of you. With this, I should now be able to create a nice smooth off ramp off of this one lane. Like, look at that. Just like that. Just like that. And I've got a dedicated turning lane, and I believe I should be able to mark this part off, grab myself my 2 lane and upgrade you to a 2 lane, and there we go. I have a dedicated turning lane off of my what's this? What is this? These are national roads. How awesome is that? I'm gonna do that for this side as well, and then we will move on to completing our unnecessary road infrastructure. So this isn't turning out the way I thought it would. For whatever reason, it's not connecting up these two lanes to that, and I don't know why it is doing that. I thought maybe it was my fault and that the lanes are not in the right direction, but I do believe they are in the right direction. Everything going that way, but it is not connecting up this lane to that lane. Basically, it's not registering it as a, what you call it, as a straight road. I think it's probably because of the nature of this. So perhaps if I can convert this back to my regular 4-lane highway, right? So I'll get rid of this one and pull up the road builder mod, click on that, and maybe if I put a road over on this side, then, ooh, is that the wrong side? I think that should go in that direction, right? No, it should go in the right direction, and I should actually move it all the way out to this side, and then it should be on the right side, I think. Ooh, what am I doing? Oh wait, hang on. So I can take that and then I'll change its direction. There we go. But that is the right thing. But the lane is messed up, and I don't know why. Alright, so I have tried everything I can with this, and I can't seem to get this lane to connect up to that lane and simply go straight. But the only thing I can guess is that with the mod, perhaps I am using, oh, you know what I think? Let's try this. Let's try this. If I take this and I say use as template, and then instead of the road being here, I bring it maybe to the inside, right? Will that then change the connections? Doesn't seem to change the connections. I thought it would change the connections, but it doesn't look like it's changing the connections. I thought perhaps because of where the road is what is preventing it from connecting things the right way. Oh, no. I need it like this. But I need this one to connect there, and it's not connecting up, and I don't know why. So if anybody knows, I don't know what it is that I'm doing wrong, please leave a comment below, and yeah, help me figure out what it is that I'm doing wrong with that, and why it is that I'm not able to get the third lane to be on this side and then have it just merge over there. Because that for me now is quite a bit of a bummer, unfortunately. But you know what? It is what it is. You can't always win them all, as they say. Alright, so what I want to do is I'm still going to take advantage of this road because I still think this is pretty cool. And now I've got a nice off-ramp here. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to try and connect up a road over on this side and bring it out onto that side. And then I'll figure out if or how I will get the traffic that's moving in this direction to connect up over to this side as well. Alright, let's see what this all looks like. I hope this incline is a little better. Yes. So I wanted to play around with this just to make sure that the decline that goes all the way down to join the road here was a little smoother. The original thing that I put looked really, really wonky, and so I thought I'd play around with it a little bit more, and I think that's more acceptable, right? I think that is more acceptable. What is unfortunate for me is that I can't seem to do this over here. Maybe I can add a 4th lane over on this side using Road Builder, and this might just help me get what I want. So if I grab another road, where is it? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 coming down this way. Maybe I can give it another one this side. There we go. Okay, so this is helpful. And then maybe I can delete that, and let's use the what's this tool actually called? The replace tool. Okay, that's called the replace tool. I thought it was the modification tool. So we can use this to align this a little bit better, and then with that I should then be able to get a nice smooth, oops, let's connect to you nicely. Yes, I should then be able to use that to get a nice smooth off ramp, which I think is a lot better. Of course, this is really, really wonky, but I think I should be able to use move it to bring it down significantly, even though the road itself doesn't seem to be going down. The land is going down, but the road is not going down. Wow, let me see if I can fix this. Oh, okay, it's fixed. Never mind. I hit the delete key and it was fixed. Cool. I think that's much, much, much better. I think we can probably get this to go down just a little bit more, and it should still look decent. And I think that is good. The connection over here is okay. No. This looks real funky. You know what we need? We need that. In City Skylines 1, we had that mod which you could adjust the angle of nodes. I think that is what we need now in Cities 2, and then our road building tools will really, really be top notch. Because I think so far so good. I mean, I'm loving what all of this is looking like for now, but we could do with 1 or 2 more tools, which I think would be very, very helpful. All right, everybody, I think this is all right. I think we've got something. I'm going to unpause the game. I don't know how many cars are actually going to use this, but we shall find out. This is a beautiful figure 8 that is taking place over here, and I've decided to stick a little roundabout over on this side, which should help with the flow of traffic a little bit better. So it's not a complete T-junction, and already I see some cars are turning off of it. And I converted this area into keys so that I can get the barriers along the side of the road, which I think make for a safer road to traverse all in all. So yes, we already have cars using it, which is awesome. I love it. I'm not sure how far these cars are going. Some are coming off here. I see there's a car going over on that side. I don't know if it came from here or the highway, but I think in time we should see some good usage of all of this area. I think, everybody, our big unnecessary road network is turning out pretty well. Another thing I would like to do right now is to adjust the position of the ship routes, right? I think it's too close to this landmass. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to get rid of it from this point, with the hope that I can move it a little bit away from where it is. In fact, I'm even here saying move it. Why didn't I just use move it to move it? That would have really, really helped. Anyways, you know what? Let's go ahead. Let's draw the pot. I think this is the small one. So I'm going to grab it from here. Let's just turn on my Anarchy. And I think if I can just go straight along like so, and then convert it to the big one, connect it up to there, grab a small one, and I can use the tools to just bring this over to join it. Maybe, actually no, this side. Yeah, so we join it up on that side, and hopefully I should have everything reconnected. Great. I am thinking in my mind that at some point I might just decide to extend this landmass out just a little bit so that we can do some development here, and that is why I want to just move it away from the land so it does not get in the way. All right, so that is done. The roads are connected. I believe this road is getting some decent use at least, or at least it's a start. So just as we finished, it's seeing traffic volume of 100, well, somewhere there, maybe averaging out at about, I don't know, 60 cars an hour, 70 cars an hour. We'll see what it looks like once we're done with all of the development. We're gonna probably start here. I think I want to start here and start filling out the space, and then we're just gonna get this entire area developed out, and let's see if this is going to basically start bringing in some traffic in and around this whole area. Alrighty. We have made some people's lives extremely noisy and extremely uncomfortable. But you know what? It is good. Not everything can be great. Not everyone can have the perfect place to stay. And this, I think, depicts exactly that. So this has extended all the way out into this space. I honestly wasn't sure how I was going to end all of this off. And in the end, I just decided to extend this out and continue with these low medium density houses. Let them fill out this place. And now with the expansion around here, this road is now getting quite a lot of use. Like it's gone up to averaging over 100 now, which is good. So at least my highway infrastructure here was not completely for nothing. But yes, everybody, I think this is looking decent. I wanted to get a little bit of height in this space just to show that the place is still quite a densely developed area, and the vast majority of the homes around here are these row houses. But I squeezed in one or two of the low density houses, but it's really not a lot. It's literally one or two that's over here. Like, because I didn't think a place like this would be conducive for family home living, because it would be very, very noisy being so close to the expressway. But I think in the end, I'm very happy with this extension and how this looks. I really am considering bringing things out a little bit over on this side, but I think for the purposes of this video, this sort of expansion over here is okay. And then as we expand out into this area, I'll see how we'll blend everything else in. So spaces like this in between here perhaps will be very good spots for things like, where is the communication tab? Things like this, the radio masts and stuff. This might be a very good spot for it, but I see they require road access. So, not really ideal, but I'll have a look at it and see. Perhaps we'll be able to put some kind of a tunnel underneath this or something and make it work. But for now, I'm happy. We've expanded out our residential areas. Everything is still looking pretty good. We're still at 3.5 unemployment, which is not bad. I think we're going to drop that a bit now when we expand out in this area and put maybe a couple of offices, shops and stuff. And in fact, all over this area will probably have a couple of offices and things like that. That should help bring all of that down. But overall, what in the world? We've got cars flying off into the river, people. Shame. Poor fellas. I have a feeling they are not going to be getting any help anytime soon. Anyways, overall, everybody, I think this is looking okay. I'm liking the slight increase in height. I think the overall density of the place is working out very beautifully. And then we'll blend it all into this area with probably a couple of amenities and the stuff like that. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. So I thought I would toy around with the idea of putting an elementary school over here, but use your creative minds, people. This is not an elementary school, it is something else. I just needed to figure out something to try and help with this elementary school demand that I have that is completely going insane. And this is completely not at all what I thought this was going to look like. So at least we've got the power of move it, so we can raise this up just a little bit, get it out of the water. And I think I can even elevate this one a little bit more, and we should have something that looks a bit better. Oh gosh, this looks real funky. Hey, this looks really funky. I will probably try and fix this off camera just to try and make the road look a little bit better. But yeah, this looks funky. I'll fix that off camera. You get the idea. So I thought I would put an elementary school here, but consider it something else. I don't know, an office, I don't know, a hotel, anything. But the idea of it sitting just off of the mainland provided me two things. One is I could help out with my elementary school demand, and I could also provide a way of getting off of this expressway that comes through here and then being able to access this place, because up until this point, the only way to get off of this, if you wanted to get into this area, was through this roundabout. But at least with this now, you've got this option, and I guess you've got this option as well, but this is going to feed a development in this area. So yeah, I think overall that worked out nicer than I expected. I often do things like this where I build stuff off camera to see if it will work, and then I'll come back and then build it. But I've decided now that anytime I'm going to do that, I'm just going to hit that record button. And if it turns out okay, then great. I just keep the footage. I don't end up having to record twice. I like this little spot. I think a tiny little roundabout in between it should work out very nicely, make it look good. But I see it's going to clip with this apartment. So I'm going to leave it without a roundabout and see if traffic builds up, then we will come up, back, whatever, and clean up the space. Gosh, my tongue is failing me today. So just before we call it quits, I thought I would give this a try one more time, because we put an extra lane here for this road. So I thought maybe with this now, I might just be able to convert this. There we go. So now using the road recreator with road builder, I'm able to get them to connect here at least a little bit decently. And I think that looks so much better. That looks a lot better than what it did before. Everybody, I'm loving it. I think what we can do with road builder is looking pretty good. I was really funkadelicing everything because I did not even take the time to try that thing out before jumping into a build and thinking I'm going to use it. So what I'm going to do though is that I'm going to use the builder to basically modify all of these intersections. I'll probably do it in the live stream that I'll be having, well, I guess tomorrow, relative to when this video is coming out. And then we'll fix up a lot of the roads and try and make them look a little bit better. Hey everybody, this is it. We've done some expansions. I am happy. Next week, I am hoping that we can expand out into this area, or actually sort out this place. I think this place is in need of some serious amenities and parks and stuff like that. I have seen your comments around it. So I think that is something that we will tackle, if not the next video, the one after that, very soon, and then just complete out this entire area of the city. And then we'll probably take a break from the city and get out in this direction and start building a few things here, and then blend everything together as I start thinking about what I'm going to do with these islands. Because now that I've got this road running over here, this is now ripe for me to be able to create some kind of road that interconnects all of these. And I think that is just going to be a super cool project to do, to just have this road that runs almost like a ring road around all of this. I'm excited, everybody. But for today, that is it. We are done. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you've been here a while and you haven't done so already. And don't forget to turn on the notifications, share the content, all of that good stuff. It really helps get the channel out there. Big thanks to all of my YouTube members and patrons for all the extra support that you continue to choose to show the channel. It is truly, truly appreciated. Enjoy the cinematics of our beautiful unnecessary road, and I shall catch you all in the next one. Cheers, everybody.